right now in the warm-up session. And we have about 4.5 minutes left in the warm-up session before we get the command to start the engines. We've got 15 drivers joining us here today, and we want to send out our deep condolences to Mata Indika. He lost his father today, and we definitely are thinking about him and his family, and hope for the best in this trying time. Just understand, Mata, we're all thinking about you here. Your sim racing family here at High Octane Racing League and TurnLeftTV definitely thinking about you today. So again, thanks for coming in here. Sorry for the little bit of an issue here we've also gotten with the Indycar stuff disconnected. Don't worry, I record this full race to a file, so we should be good to go there. How we are looking at that, but that's a little strange. Not what we should be seeing there. Looks like side-by-side may not work today. Don't forget, man, the Saturday Night Thunder coming up later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This will be a great one, man. Always is in the Saturday Night Thunder. We'll be at Texas Motor Speedway for 120 laps. Race number 9 of the season. That'll be a heck of a lot of fun there. Let's see if we get this back up and running. Technical difficulties today. There we go. Got her up and running. About a minute left. 15 drivers joining us. Hickory Asuka having some connection issues. Looks like he's dropped connection again. He able to get back in for the race. Getting on the pit lane, you got a pit through turn 3 and 4. Really, really tough on those right side tires, man. You gotta be careful getting through these turns. You're gonna burn these tires up. So that's what'll happen there if you're not careful on corner entry. Got a pit going into 3 under caution. You pit off of turn 4. All right, I think we are ready. We're ready to rock and roll. Yeah, thanks for being patient with us here today with a little bit of a mischief with the internet connection. We're going to have to get that solved. Probably have to buy a new modem.
non-ascension grid. Will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
All right, well, here we go. Starting order here. The starting order at Iowa Speedway. Franco Alvarez starts in P1. Bruno Kolev starts second. Paul Brown starts in the third position. Hank Stenneker starts in fourth. Starting in the fifth position, Yoon Jin Wang starts in fifth. Aaron Jones, Rios Jones starts sixth. Andres Valle starts seventh. Alexei Salviev starts in P8. Starting in ninth is Dana Grover. John Mateo starts in 10th. Dennis Schuderson 11th. Gordon Carter starts in the 12th position. Starting at 13th will be Alexander Bashkov. Gilmar Peixoto starts 14th. Ritsky Novar starts in the 15th position. Alvarez starting on the pole here and at Iowa. Keys to the race, man. Corner entry. Manage that traffic. Manage the throttle. Save your tires and have good pit stops. And it's race number 3 of the season. And this could be a big one in the points championship. Got some chatters in here. Good to see them. So Franco Alvarez, stock car aficionado, giving it a shot here in the Indycars. Bruno Kolev, the points leader, starts outside row 1. Paul Brown and Hank Stenneker start in row 2.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go. Green flag here at Iowa. Alvarez jumps out to the lead. Franco Alvarez is leader. Bruno Kolev in the second position. Good clean start here so far. Kolev there starting to work on the backside of Alvarez. Oh, might have been a little contact there. A little bit of contact. Kolev wants to get to the front. Might have gotten into the back of Franco Alvarez. Paul Brown now tested the bottom side. Good side by side there for P2 as Kolev takes the lead. And now we got a 3-way battle for the second position. These guys are racing like it's the last lap right now. And Kolev out to the lead. Andres Valles is second. Franco Alvarez third. Paul Brown in fourth. Yoon Jin Wang is in the fifth position. That's a battle there between Paul Brown and Yoon Jin Wang. Paul Brown holding on to that spot. Wang is in the fifth position. Or actually now sixth position as Mateo jumps up to P5. Things happen in a hurry here at Iowa. On board here with Mateo running in P5. Side by side just ahead, Paul Brown and Franco Alvarez. Be very careful. He'll burn up his tires if you're not careful. Mateo going down to the inside. Getting by. Franco Alvarez. Paul Brown up to the third spot. TurnLeft is the leader. Valles is in second. Take a look at Andres Valles running in P2 here in the 18 car. Taking a look here on the low side of Bruno Kolev. Oh, man, Valles might have hit the outside wall there. Scraped it with the tires. Scraped it with the tires, but everything looking okay. And that'll scare you. That will just flat out scare you right there. Take a look here at this pass. Salviev to the inside, weighing up on the outside line. And Salviev going to get by. As Wang has to try to hold on to that spot. Now it looks like Rios looking on the bottom side. Rios not able to pull off the pass. And the 61 car now back to the 8th position. Take a look at this. Hank Steniker now in the 5th position, getting by Franco Alvarez. I think Alvarez got some damage there from that earlier contact. I think Kolev got into the back of him. And I think Alvarez dealing with the damaged car. He's going to have to get that repaired when he makes a pit stop. Alvarez now running in the 6th position. Salviev up to the 7th. No change in the top 5. Take a look at Data Grover. Grover here in the 10th spot, 27 car. Maybe racing from the sim rig here. Got a brand new sim rig. We talked about that last night in the Bushwhacker Series race. And here he is in the IndyCars. Giving it another shot, man. He's normally a stock car guy. And he's giving it a shot here in the IndyCars. Look at this battle between Mateo and Brown. Mateo to the inside. Paul Brown up on the outside line. And Mateo, he is going to pick up 3rd position. He's got to work for it here, I think. With Paul Brown battling back on the outside. Take a look at Paul Brown, that 77 car. And Mateo picks up P3. So he's gained a lot of positions here from the start of the race. John Mateo up to P3 in the 3 car. Gilmar Peixoto and Dennis Udichin battling it out. Udichin up on the high side as Gilmar gets by, picks up a spot. Gilmar now up to the 12th position. Dennis Udichin falling back to 13th. Hank Steniker. Steniker to the inside of Paul Brown. Paul Brown up on the outside line. Paul Brown, one of those guys, man, you know, a very, very patient driver. Gonna let those guys go early on. Feels like he's going to reel them back in. And Steniker up the track just a little bit. Paul Brown running in P5. Paul Brown can literally drive anything, man. You could put him in a covered wagon and he'd make it competitive. As our race leader is Bruno Kolev, as we're starting to bunch it up. These guys went out like gangbusters, and I think some of these guys are saving tires. Are starting to reel them back in. We are 18 laps in, and we got a battle for the race lead. Valles to the inside line. Kolev still sticking to the outside. He realized how hard it is to pass on the inside. Mateo looking out of the front of his car. Oh, looks like Kolev might have, Mateus or Valles might have made contact with the outside wall. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, hard to pass here at Iowa. Mateo looking on the bottom side. This is getting crazy here. Hank Steniker in this mix as well. He wants a piece of this action. Steniker on the bottom side. These guys starting to get racy. Figured it out, 21 laps in, and we've got a battle on our hands. Mateo to the inside, just ahead. Looking out the front of Hank Steniker's machine, you see Mateo to the inside. Going to get by Valles. Valles was vying for the race lead. Now Mateo up to the front. Holy smokes, we got some great racing going on here. Steniker getting by as Valles, a little bit of a wave by for him. Steniker now in the third position. Valles now back to fourth. Mateo to the inside, taking the race lead for Bruno TurnLeft. TurnLeft in the 29 car back to the second position as Mateo has worked his way up through traffic and now finds himself in the race lead. TurnLeft now battling back on the inside. Side by side here off the turn. And TurnLeft says, no, buddy, I want this spot back. TurnLeft now takes that back, but on the outside, Mateo still pushing the issue. Great battling up front here. Look at this. Alexei Salviev and Franco Alvarez. Again, Alvarez still battling this car. Losing another spot. He's back to the 7th position as Salviev picks up a spot, last week's winner. Paul Brown in the 77 car, now below Valles. Valles starting to give up some positions as well. The 78 car. See that car drifting high as it looks like Salviev's going to make a move on the inside line. Salviev picking up a spot. Getting around Valles. Valles now back to the 6th position. Salviev up to P5. Wang and Alvarez battling it out. Wang down to the inside, and he's going to pick up that spot as Alvarez realizes this car is probably not the way he wants it right now. I think he made contact with the outside wall early on. It may have some damage. 83 car going to have to get some things done to that machine. Ritsky Novar, haven't talked too much about Ritsky Novar here. Ritsky now battling Gordon Carter. This is for the 14th position. Good battling here. Gordon Carter up on the high line in that 56 car. High place moving sponsor machine, and Ritsky Novar in the 10 car. Has to back off as Gordon Carter holding on to that spot. Alexander Meshkov and Dana Grover battling for the 10th position. 27 car, Dana Grover picking up P10 as Meshkov falls back to P11. Meshkov in the 11th position. He likes Indycars, man, so be on the lookout for him. These guys are still getting after it. Meshkov going to the outside. Good side-by-side racing. Dana Grover here now. Getting by Valles. Valles coming down pit lane. So we got some pit stops underway, I believe. Valles is on pit lane. Maybe the first of our pitters. We'll go to that side by side, and Valles is on pit lane.
Yellow.
We got a yellow flag. Not good news for Valles. A yellow flag and our first yellow of the race. And Andres Valles comes back out on track. So looks like TurnLeft might have come around. Take a look and see what happened. See the oh man, he got turned by the yellow car there. Looks like that it might have been, I'm not sure who that was there, but take a look at the tabs. Not working there for me. 3 car gets into the back of him. And that is Mateo. It gets into the back of Bruno TurnLeft. So Mateo in the 3, diving down to the, or just a ton of speed, getting into the 29 car. Salviev out of the front of his machine. That's going to kick off just in front. Those guys get together. And Salviev out of the gas, just like you're supposed to be. Bruno Kolev is the leader. I can't take care of it. I can't. Bruno Kolev is the race leader. Di Matteo is going to have a drive-through penalty for causing the caution flag. That is the rule here in the ovals. All right, Bruno Kolev and Stedeker. Salviev is in third, Wang fourth, Alvarez is in fifth. So Di Matteo is going to have a penalty. He'll have to come and do a drive-through under green conditions. That's the rule for causing a caution flag that incurs damage on another driver. He got into the back of Kolev. Stedeker is going to start in the second position. Salviev third. Wang fourth and Alvarez in fifth. Back to green. Good little green flag run there.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And Paul Brown's come around. No wing on that car. And looks like these guys take a look and see what happened here under. Oh man, he went down to the apron. And then, oh man, some guys over the fence in that. So he went down on the apron and then came back across the track. And, man, contact there. It looks like Utichin over the fence. Novar over the fence as well. Utichin and both, what's this, on the board. Oh, man, over the fence for him. Now Kolev is the leader, Steniker second, Alvarez third, Salviev fourth, Wang is in the fifth position. So a couple guys out of the race. Looks like Utichin and Novar both out of the race. 14 and 15. Don't forget the Bushwhacker Series will be back in action at Charlotte Motor Speedway next week for race number 1 of the brand new season. And Charlotte's a lot of fun. 80-lap race. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, coming up on May the 26th. Saturday Night Thunder will be back in action tonight. Race number 9 at Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas. And the Saturday Night Thunder is going to find out. Big Cup Series event, 120 laps. Dinesh Utichin has the points lead coming into tonight's race. So you want to check that out? If you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. So on board there with Valles, shown in the 12th position, 1 lap down.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, back to green. Bruno Kolev is the leader. Remember, he had a little bit of damage there on that first run. Now Hank Steneker to the inside. They're actually going on the outside there, getting by Franco Alvarez. Ahead is the lap car, Andres Valles. Mix in the lap cars. Single file restarts. Valles wants to try to get his lap back, so he is going to race pretty hard. Di Matteo on pit lane. Looks like he might have Di Matteo might have served his penalty. There we go. In the 3 car. So Valles has gotten around the race leader. He is technically back on the lead lap. Now what he wants is a caution flag. Polev is our leader. Alvarez is in second. Take a look at Franco Alvarez in the second position. Aaron Jones-Rios has moved up to the 6th position in the 44 car. Just behind him, Alexander Meshkov in the 57. Alvarez now vying for the race lead. A little bit of traffic here. Kolev up on the high side as Alvarez gets by. Alvarez now the leader. Hank Steneker in this mix as well. Kolev down to the inside. Hank Steneker up on the outside line. Steneker almost ran out of room there as Kolev gets by. Now Steneker going to stick to that outside line. Good battling here between Steneker and Kolev. Alexis Salviev climbing up into this group here. You do not want that guy up front. He will end up stealing this race from you. Alexis Salviev running in the 4th position in that 27 car. Big battle here for the lead. Alvarez on the outside line. Kolev says, hey, I want this lead back. Oh, man. He tried to cut over a little bit earlier. There was contact. There was contact between Alvarez and Bruno Kolev. Kolev got into Alvarez. Looking at the back of Bruno Kolev's machine, he is our leader here on lap 54. A lot of racing to go, man. These guys racing pretty hard here early on. Not realizing we've got a ton of laps left. Alvarez got a little bit of a run here on Bruno. Going to the outside. Actually, Alvarez is giving up a spot there, it looks like. Junjin Wang now picking up a spot up to the 4th position as Alvarez falls back to P5. Just ahead, you see that Salviev and Steneker battle. P2, P3. See these guys, how they feather the throttle here. The guys that are patient through the turns are the ones I think are going to rise to the top as the laps wind down. Gilmar Peixoto and Alexander Meshkov. Peixoto to the inside, Meshkov up on the outside line. And Peixoto getting that spot in the 23 car. Meshkov falling back to the 8th position. Another battle here for the race lead. Steneker to the inside. Bruno Kolev up on the outside line. Steneker wants to throw a little piece of this race lead. And he's going to get it as Kolev has to drop back into the P2 as Salviev starting to put a little pressure on him. Good battling there as Salviev to the inside. Kolev up on the outside line. Great battling here. Oh, man, touching him just a little bit. Scrubbing off some speed. And he almost got up into Kolev. TurnLeft regaining that spot. Take a look at that. That replay here. Watch this. Salviev goes to the inside. Right there. Touches the apron a little bit. And then drifts up the track. Scrubs off some speed. And TurnLeft getting by on the outside line. Take a look at this. You see down on the inside right there. Salviev touched the apron. And almost got up into Bruno TurnLeft. Going back to live here as we take a look at Henk Stenneker. He says, you guys go ahead and race behind me. I'm going to pull out to about a second lead. Take a look at Alexander Meshkov running in the 8th position. This guy does a lot of racing, man, a lot of streaming. One of our great Russian drivers, and really one of the nicest dudes you'd ever want to meet. Very helpful. He's really given us some great advice here at High Octane Racing League. And he's starting to close in on Gilmar Peixoto. Looks like Mateo, a lap down car in that 3, going to get by on the bottom side here as Meshkov going to give him a lot of room. Meshkov doesn't make a lot of mistakes, really. He's a driver known for the give and take. He realizes you're faster, he's going to let you go. I mean, there's no two ways about it, really. Take a look at the leader. He's starting to roll up on a little bit of lap traffic. Valles in the 11th position. The risk of going a lap down. He wants to fight for that, that's for sure. It's tough to get a lap back here in the Indycar series. There are no lucky dogs like you have in stock cars. Get a wave around if you are ahead of the leader. When the pace car comes out. And looks like Stenneker trying to get around Valles. He wants to try to put a lap car between he and P2. P2 is down about 1.3 seconds. That's Bruno TurnLeft. Again, this is a fair fight here as Valles wants to stay on the lead lap. And now he's going to go a lap down as Stenneker is the leader. And here's a good battle here for P2. TurnLeft on the outside line, and there we go. Alexei Salviev on the inside line. Good battling. P2 and Salviev taking that spot. That's going to leave the door open for Zhu Jin Wang. He's starting to peek around to try to get around TurnLeft. Wang on the inside, and TurnLeft up on the outside line. Wang trying to get that spot, and he does. Zhu Jin Wang. Oh, TurnLeft going down to the inside. He says, I want that spot back. Wang on the outside line. TurnLeft on the inside line. We're on board here with Zhu Jin Wang. And TurnLeft battling on the inside. Runs out of room. As Wang holds on to that spot. Holding on to P3. TurnLeft is in 4th. What a battle right there. Take a look at that. That got a little crazy there. Wang up on the outside line. And watch this. Gets a little tight. Getting into this turn. Right there, man, that is tight. And those guys did a good job of staying off each other. Take a look at Dana Grover. Man, this camera is all over the track. My gosh. Dana Grover here running in the 10th position. Good top 10 run for him, and he is the last car on the lead lap. Just ahead of him is the 56 and Gordon Carter. He passes Gordon Carter. That'll put a little bit of a buffer for him and our lead car. Gordon Carter in the 56 car. He is running in the 9th position. Grover is in 10th. High place moving sponsor number 56. Gordon Carter running in P9. Paul Brown, after making repairs and also serving his penalty, he is back out on track. He is running 2 laps down in the 13th position in the 77 car. Maybe a little bit better right now than these guys are. He's up on the high line. As you see Grover down on that bottom line. Gordon Carter just ahead. Hank Stedeker is the leader. 1.7 second gap. 1.7, 1.8 seconds. Let's say a second and a half. How about that? As that fluctuates depending on where they are on the track. Stedeker's been eyeing this IndyCar series for a little bit, and now coming out and joining us here at Iowa. Take a look at the Alexis Salviev. He is running in P2. Maintaining serve or holding serve there. He's about 1.4, 1.5 seconds. Take a look here as Dana Grover, Gilmar Peixoto getting after it. Oh, Grover up the track a little bit. Oh, and Peixoto smacking the wall. Those guys got together. They got together. And both of them having trouble. Dana Grover on the bottom line. Watch this. He's going to run out of room here coming off the turn and into Peixoto. And Peixoto smacks the wall, and he might end up hitting the wall again. Smacking the wall a second time, I think, right there. And Grover's going to end up finishing him off. Wow, that got a little crazy, didn't it? Out of the back of Gordon Carter's machine. Watch this. Oh, right there, man. Hard look when you see Peixoto getting into the wall. Gordon Carter says, thank heavens I missed that. If we go back live. Now we got some guys coming down pit lane. Peixoto, Valles on pit lane. Valles is actually finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. See Andres Valles, now actually looks like he's making his pit stop here in the 78 car. Taking some service here, 86 laps in. As we're watching our race leader, Hank Stedeker. Valles now finishing up his pit stop. Back out on track. So Valles now back to the 13th position. Mateo and I think Rios Jones might be on pit lane. Or might have made his pit stop. Gordon Carter currently on pit lane, taking service. As we watch John De Matteo. Gordon Carter finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track here on lap 90. Good to see some green flag pit stops. Had a couple caution flags, but all in all, not too bad. So that begs the question, do some of these guys have to start coming down pit lane soon? Stedeker is the leader. 1.4 second lead over Salviev. So Salviev's chipped into that lead just a little bit. Take a look at Gordon Carter running in the 11th position. Don't forget, we'll be in the Saturday Night Thunder at Texas Motor Speedway, 120-lap race coming up tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And just 2 races to go in that season, and Texas is going to be a lot of fun. Racing starts at 9 p.m. That's the Cup Series, the Saturday Night Thunder. Next week, the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series will kick off a brand new season at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Race number 1 of a 10-race season, 80 laps from Charlotte, coming up on the 26th of May at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. So Staniker is the leader, 1.8 seconds, so he has opened up a little bit of a gap. Salviev running in the 2nd position. Two cars out of the race. Huge accident for them in that second wreck. Mateo is on pit lane. John De Mateo on pit lane. As Alexis Salviev running in the 2nd position. Again, we'll jump up here with our race leader, Staniker, in a little bit of traffic. Salviev has closed the gap. He's now 8/10 back. So I think Staniker might be thinking about coming down pit lane here fairly soon. As you see De Mateo on pit lane in the 3 car. A lot of time on pit lane here for this machine. He might have some damage he's having repaired. He's now shown 4 laps down. So a ton of time there for him, now jacking that car up. Now finishing up his pit stop. That was a very, very long pit stop for the 3 car. Here we are on lap 100, approaching halfway, as Hank Staniker is the leader. Aaron Rios Jones picking up a spot here, now in the 7th position in the 44 car. As we have Dana Grover, who has made a pit stop. Dana Grover finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. He is now in the 8th position, as Aaron Rios Jones is in P7. Race leader is Staniker. Salviev is in 2nd, Wang 3rd. Kolev is in the 4th position. Franco Alvarez is in 5th. We'll take a look at Franco Alvarez running in P5. A busy night here. He got damage early on and really has done a great job of keeping the car in the top 5. He'll fall out of the top 5 just for a little bit, but now in P5. He's 11.5 seconds back, but I have a feeling that he's dealing with some lingering damage on that machine and some aero issues. Kolev is falling back to the 4th position, and we're getting some word that Alvarez is actually going to be coming down pit lane. Franco Alvarez indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane this time. And he is on pit lane. Franco Alvarez making a pit stop. So some of the front runners here starting to make pit stops. And we take a look at our race leader, Staniker. Alvarez into his pit box. Our pole setter here. And a little bit of damage early in the race, and he's just really not been the same since that incident. Now finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track in the 7th position. Alexander Meshkov in a lot of traffic right now. Oh man, that 44 car got a little bit loose. Did you see that? That car almost came around. That is Jones. And look, TurnLeft might have came around as well. It looked like Meshkov on pit lane. TurnLeft, I think he spun around. He's up on the outside. Oh, and he gets tagged in the back end by the yellow machine. And he saves it. Take a look at this again. He has to kind of check up right there. And it looks like De Matteo might have gotten into the back end. That's a terrible camera angle right there, isn't it? De Matteo might have made contact with him. Ooh, technically you don't think he actually did. Of course, that might be a little bit of a virtual coding there. Net code. Alvarez back out on track. Having a battle with Rios Jones. And Alvarez going to pick up that spot. Now up to the 5th position. Jones is back to 6th. We got a yellow flag. Yellow flag. Oh, man. These guys have got to get out of the gas when there's a yellow flag and that kind of thing happens. And we see there was contact. All the aces come around. See right here, into the wall is Valles, and it spins the car, and he is going to be perpendicular on the track, and he's going to absolutely take a hit right here. And Paul Brown, I think, had a bird's eye view for that, or a ringside seat for that one. You see right here, he gets into the wall and then spins, and he's going to take a hard hit. Right here, he's going to take a real hard hit. Right there. Man, Meshkov coming around full song. Gets into him. Man, that was a really, really hard lick. Grover, I don't know how he was able to avoid that. It says Dana Grover on board here with him, as this thing's going to kick off on the front stretch. Right there you see. Oh, man. And Meshkov, hard lick for Meshkov. So a third caution flag, I believe. As we see a full load of pit stops happening. Stendiger on pit lane. As we see, we're on board here with Junjin Wang as well as Stendiger finish it up. Man, that was a tight exit there. Junjin Wang now coming out in 4th. Great battle is off pit lane. Take a look at that Bushwhacker Series schedule. That is the one we just finished up. So that wasn't the one I wanted up. Let's see if we can do a 2023 season number 3 schedule. There we go. There's a season coming up, just announced. The Bushwhacker Series, North Wilkesboro going to be interesting. Sonoma, Chicago Street Circuit. Woo, man, it's going to be some crazy tracks. See this battle off pit lane. Steneker here. Look at that. That was crazy. Battles off pit lane. Battle there. And Steneker back to the race lead. Salviev is running in the 3rd position now. Okay, Hank Steneker, the leader here on lap 119. Under 100 laps, or just over 100 laps to go.
Green flag, go, go,
And back to green. Salviev is in 2nd. Chunxian Wang is in 3rd. Kolef 4th. Alvarez is in 5th. This is where it gets a little So look at this battle here. Salviev ahead of this stuff as he's gotten around Hank Steneker. And Steneker is off the pace just a little bit. Now he's trying to reclaim that spot on the track to give Salviev a bit of grief. And these guys are bundled up right now. On board here with Steneker. He's running in the 2nd position, the 44. Aaron Rios-Jones, he is 2 laps down. This guy's battling pretty hard. As that's exactly what Salviev wants to see. There's going to be a wreck back there, I think. These guys are 3 wide here at Iowa. Laying up on the outside line, and here we go. I had a feeling something was going to happen. And we've got a yellow flag. Man, those guys were getting after it, weren't they? Take a look and see what happened here. Franco Alvarez. Oh, Gordon Carter gets into Alvarez. Look at this, man. This is on board. He's going to get rear-ended right there and just comes around. Dana Grover had a ringside seat on board here with Dana Grover. Oh, and he that was on board with Gordon Carter. I take that back. You take a look at Dana Grover. You see this just above right there, that contact, and Grover does a great job of getting through. Paul Brown had a view of that as well. On board here with Paul Brown. Watch this. And he does a great job getting out of the throttle and getting through. We want to send out our condolences, by the way. Take this time to send out our condolences to Mata Ndika and his family for their loss. And, Mata lost his father today. And we're definitely thinking about him. Racing with a very heavy heart. We've got some guys here that are very, very close to Mata. Mata has done a lot of stuff here. I've been friends with Mata for a long time, quite a number of years now. And we're definitely sending out our thoughts and prayers to the Penguin family, because his family. And, Mata, you're definitely in our thoughts here today, buddy. If anything you need, just reach out to me, and I need to talk. Definitely here for you. De Matteo is on pit lane. Something's going on there with him. Looks like he has retired his machine. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder headed your way in just a little while. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 120-lap race from Texas Motor Speedway. It's race number 9, 2 races to go in this season, and the Saturday Night Thunder Cup Series in action at Texas. We'll take a look at the season standings. Coming in, Kolev with the 95 points, just behind is Salviev, and these guys have been in each other's zip code all night long. Valles, he is in trouble here today. He's running in the 12th position. But he is third in points. Mata Ndika fourth. Litsky Novar fifth. You see Gumilar, Sathya, Kurdiawan, Bardelli Jr., and Carter rounding out the top 10. We're going to get ready to go back to green.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Salviev and Stiniker running 1 and 2. Kolev in third, Wang fourth. Alvarez is in fifth. Alvarez saying, hey man, just go ahead and get around me. Feels like it's a little bit too early to get after it. Still a little bit of time to go, huh? As look at this, Stedeker net back down to the inside. Salvi up on the outside line. Stedeker. Oh man, Kolev in this as well. Bruno Kolev. He's getting in this mix. Stedeker back to the front. And Salviev and Kolev getting after it for P2. Salviev holding on to that spot, but Kolev really looked on the bottom side. Go back here and take a look. This pass is this was on Bruno Kolev's machine. As you see Salvi up on the outside line as Stedeker makes that pass. And these guys get bunched together right there, and he dives down to the inside. He said, I want to take the spot. And Salvi says, I don't think so. Andres Valles gets actually picking up a spot there as De Matteo coming back out on track. He's lost quite a few laps there. He lost his force feedback. Stedeker back to the front. Salviev in second. Kolev third. Wang fourth. And Alvarez is in fifth. Stedeker likes that out front and away from traffic. Here on lap 136. Salviev in second. Kolev third. Wang fourth, Alvarez still in fifth. Rios Jones in the sixth position in the 44 car. Did a pretty good race here for him. Good P6 run for Rios Jones. Paul Brown and Dana Grover getting after it. Paul Brown to the inside. You see he's rolling up on Dana Grover. Dana Grover now diving up to the high side. Paul Brown going down to the inside. He's going to pick up the spot. So Paul Brown. Dana Grover. Oh, Dana Grover says, I don't think so. I don't think so. That Napa sponsor machine now backs off as Paul Brown gets that spot. And we got another caution flag. And it looks like Kolev might be off the pace here in the 25 car. Bruno Kolev. And we'll see what happened. So it looked like maybe Valles got into the back of him. Take a look at this again. Oh, hit the wrong button there. Sorry about that. You take a look at that 78 car into the back of Bruno Kolev. Kolev sliding across the track. And I think Wang got involved in that as well. On here with Junzhen Wang. And right here you see Kolev turning in front of him. No other way to get around that. I believe that was on the 78 car. All right, Steneker the leader. Salviev is in second. Kolev third. Wang fourth. Alvarez is in fifth. So thanks for sticking it out with us, man. We've had a little trouble here with the live stream today. So Steneker and Salviev 1-2. Kolev Wang is our 3-4. Steneker, Salviev, Kolev, Wang, Alvarez. Look at the back, or the second 10 there. Rios, Jones, Grover, Brown, Meshkoff, and Carter. A lot of strong cars here that are in that lap down range. Now, Franco Alvarez is one lap down in the fifth position. And Alvarez has been a little bit off the pace somewhat. He had some contact earlier in the race, and he has really been off the pace somewhat. Not a huge deal. Obviously, he's in the top 5, but the car has not been the same since taking damage. Salviev, he's had a pretty good race. Running in the second position, and Steneker obviously have a good race as well. So this battle, I think, right now between those two cars, I think Bruno Kolev has got a little bit of damage he's going to be dealing with. And he's running in the third position. Now you got a lap down car, the 44, Rios Jones,
green flag. Go,
in
go.
the sixth spot between P3, P2. And Kolev gets by pretty quickly. And Rios Jones up on the outside line as they bunched up behind him. Mateo in the yellow machine on the inside line. Mateo is 9 laps down. As looks like Meshkoff getting by on the track. Now Meshkoff 4 laps down in the 9th position. Meshkoff looking pretty racy here on this restart. Get one of those laps back. Hank Steneker wants to see this thing go green till the end here on lap 147. Salviev in second, Kolev third, Wang fourth, and Alvarez still in that 55th position. Take a look at Gordon Carter here running in the 56 car, running in the top 10. Gordon Carter in Ukrainian color scheme. He and Denis Shudichin have really developed a pretty good friendship. This Gordon Carter, fun guy to be around. Denis Shudichin also lots of fun to be around. Keep your eye on Denis Shudichin too, by the way. He has a chance. He's not in this race now. He dropped out, but he's got a chance tonight of really putting himself in a great position to win his first championship in the Saturday Night Thunder. Gordon Carter in the 56, running in P10. Paul Brown in the 77. Got involved in an incident earlier, really got down on the apron. The car came around on him and took a big hit. And here he is running in the 8th position. And he is 3 laps down in the 77 car. Jun Wang running in P4. Bruno Kolev here having a battle. So on the inside. It's Bruno Kolev up on the outside line. You see his catch of that car as he was getting into the turn. That thing jumped on him a little bit, so he had to do some counter steering. And now he's down to the inside, battling Kolev. He's going to end up picking up the spot, I believe. Kolev on the outside line, maybe battling back. And Kolev now has to give up that spot as Wang now in the third position. Kolev now back to fourth. So Junjin Wang picking up a spot. I think Stenneker still leading the race. Pretty comfortable lead here for him. 1.6 second lead for Hank Stenneker. Well, you see that gap there between he and Alexei Salviev. 1.6, 1.7 seconds. Salviev running in the second position, wanting to close in. Maybe make this a race. 1.5, 1.6, 1.7 seconds. About that gap there, oscillating a little bit. Now down 1.3, so maybe he's got a run started here on Stenneker. Wang looking pretty fast as well. Now running in P3. Kolev back to fourth. So we have 4 cars on the lead lap. Junjin Wang in the 61 car, running in third. We've got 4 cars out of the race. It's been a little eventful, to be honest with you. Wang now picking up a spot here as I think Bruno Kolev now back to the fourth position. Wang, we know, in P3. Well, you know who the race leader is, and that is Hank Stenneker. 1.3 second gap. Wang is 1.8 seconds in third. 4.5 seconds back is Bruno Kolev. Take a look at Bruno. Just behind him is Franco Alvarez. Now Alvarez almost a lap down to him. He is a lap down on the track. As Kolev is running in the fourth position. Wang had gotten around a few laps earlier. Kolev having a good top 5 run. He's in the fourth position. And remember, he is our points leader coming into tonight's race. Take a look at that in-race season standings. There'll be a better one to show it this time. You see right there, a little bit of a gap there on Salviev. But Salviev is in second, 2 spots ahead of Kolev. So this could be a big points night there for Salviev. They both led some laps. Kolev, I believe, started on the pole, I believe. Paul Brown running in the 7th position. So Paul Brown now getting by Kolev on track, and that was not for position. What a battle here for position as Junjin Wang getting by Alexei Salviev. So Salviev giving up a spot as Wang gets by. And the 61 car on the move. 61 car is on the move as he gets by Alexei Salviev. Take a look at that pass again. Horrible camera angles here. Let's take a look at Junjin Wang in the 61 getting by Salviev in the 27 car. Looking out of the back of Junjin Wang's machine 61. Salviev tucked back in the third position. Salviev now playing a little cat and mouse game there, trying to maybe close back in. We take a look at Alexei Salviev out across the start-finish line as Junjin Wang enters turn 1. Get back up here with our race leader here on lap 170. We still got a ways to go, and I would imagine we're going to have some more green flag pit stops. Indycar in control, man. It took him a little bit to a little time to get up to front. Around Kolev. Battled Salviev as well, and now he's starting to open up a gap. Junjin Wang, though, showing some strength, and he is in the second position, only 2.6 seconds back, and he is closing in on the race leader. Hank Indycar, the leader, but 2.5 seconds back is the 61 car. As we start to think about green flag pit stops. Take a look at Mateo. He's had an eventful night. Here in a 3 car. Oh no, Mateo into the wall. Does he keep it straight? Oh my heavens. And Mateo almost brought that car around, and I think Paul Brown might have made some contact with him as well. On board here with Paul Brown. I'm not sure who that was that got through, but I was thinking it might have been Paul Brown. Right here, Paul Brown gets through. Dana Grover also got through. Paul Brown was able to make a pass on Dana Grover then. Take a look here. Dana Grover got way out of the gas. This is a little bit of a replay. And you see this yellow car up there in turn 1 spinning. And right here through turn 2, Grover has to get out of the throttle, and he's going to lose a spot to Paul Brown, who gets around. Oh, man, that is tough. I'm going to have to adjust a few things on that one, I believe. Whew. That's hard with those camera swings. Too much, Studio 397, too much. I think you can control that as well. So get in there and make some changes. So Hank Indycar, the leader here on lap 178. Out there by himself, pretty comfortable lead, 3.9 seconds. So he has stepped on the gas a little bit and doubled that lead over Junjin Wang. Take a look at Dana Grover. In the, technically in the 87 car, it looks like he's out in the 87. Dana running in the 9th position. Excuse me, the 7th position. It's my first time doing a broadcast. I don't know what I'm doing. Aaron Jones on pit lane. Taking service. Looks like he's actually finished up his pit stop. Now coming back on track, and he may be good to go. He may be good to go to the finish. So Aaron Jones now in P9. Having made his pit stop, and he may be good to go to the end. We're taking a look at Dana Grover running in the 7th position. Indycar in P1. 4.6 second gap over the 61 car. Salviev in the 27 is 3rd. Kolev is 4th. And Alvarez running in the 5th position. Dana Grover is on pit lane. Dana Grover in the 27 car making a pit stop in this Napa sponsor machine. So, dare I say, pit stops underway? Could be. First of these guys coming down pit lane. As Grover finishes up his pit stop. Coming back out on track. Steneker is leading here on lap 187. Weighing in third, Salviev is in the fourth position. Let's take a look at Alexander Meshkov in the 57 car, running in seventh position. He is 4 laps down. Kind of got involved in some incidents earlier in the race and found himself down a few laps. Good top 10 run here for Meshkov in the 57. Been a pretty quiet night for Alexander. Gordon Carter in the 56 car, now running in the 9th spot. So a good top 10 run for him. He is 5 laps down. Again, more issues for some of these guys that were back in the pack. Gordon Carter indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So some pit stops underway here at Iowa Speedway. As we're approaching lap 200. Alvarez is on pit lane. Franco Alvarez making a pit stop. He is our pole setter. And he missed his pit stall. He drove through his pit stall. Alvarez, trouble on pit lane. Late in this race, Franco Alvarez has trouble on pit lane. He drove through his pit stall. And now finishing up that pit stop, coming back out on track. But man, what a tough break there for Franco Alvarez. Drove through his pit stall, had to back up. And that's precious time that he loses under green flag conditions. Paul Brown indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So Paul Brown going to make a pit stop. You see the 77 car coming down pit lane. As Hank Steneker continuing to lead. And I think he's going to have to make a pit stop, really. Just don't think he's going to be able to make it to the end. This could be crucial. Sort of going to weigh the risk versus reward. Stay out a little bit longer or come in earlier knowing that you've got enough fuel. Now, if you come in earlier, there's always a chance of a caution flag and you get trapped a lap down. As you see Paul Brown finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. As Steneker continuing to lead here on lap 198. Steneker looks like he's coming off track, come down pit lane. On board here with Hank Steneker, our race leader, as he makes his final pit stop. On to pit lane for the race leader, Hank Steneker. And that's going to give the race lead to Jun Zhen Wang in the 61 car. So Hank Steneker on pit lane, the race leader. Big pit stop here. Wang says, give me a caution flag. I want a caution flag. Steneker is on pit lane. Now finishing up his pit stop. He is now in P3, 1 lap down. Junjin Wang would like to see a caution flag. Remember, he pitted a little bit earlier, so he might have enough fuel to make it to the end. Not sure what the status of this 61 car as far as fuel. You know, lap 202, I have to think that he's going to have to make another pit stop. Salviev now up to the second position. Steneker is in third. As then we take a look at Steneker in the third position. Getting around some lap traffic. Came out through the week, got some laps in here at Iowa, tweaked the setup, and now finds himself in P3 with maybe a chance to win this race. Junjin Wang, however, in the 61 car is the leader. That lead is about 13.5 seconds over Salviev. Wang in a little bit of traffic now with some of these guys who've made pit stops. And the best bet here is just to let him go. Salviev running in the second position in the 27. Salviev in P2. Good run here for him, man. About 13 and a half, almost 14 seconds down. But, Wang continuing to lead in the waning moments of this race here on lap 207. Junjin Wang pitted a little bit earlier. And I've got to wonder, does he... Oh, man! Gordon Carter almost got into the back of the race leader. And that's going to be an interesting situation right there. If you're the race leader, just let these guys go. And now he's sandwiched in between two lap cars. And the last thing you want if you're the 61 car is to get involved in an accident. He's way up the track, kicking up some dust there. Junjin Wang way up the track there to let that lap car go by and kicked up a little bit of dust. And that's going to hurt him a little bit. Cut a second, almost 2 seconds off that gap between he and Salviev. So Junjin Wang, a little drama there for him. And he might be trying to save some fuel now. He is down on the inside. He might be trying to save some fuel here in the 61 car. Question is, does he have enough fuel with 10 laps to go? Salviev is in the second position, about 12.5 seconds back. So he hasn't really been able to capitalize on the problems that Junjin Wang has had with the lap traffic. And Steneker and Alexis Salviev getting in a little bit of a fist fight here late. Steneker gets by, and Salviev now back to the third position. We'll take a look at this pass. As Steneker on the inside, or excuse me, up on the outside line, gets by Salviev. Junjin Wang is the leader. We figure out where he's at. There we go. I got to fix that camera situation in the JSON file. Woo, that's painful. Steneker now 2 seconds gap, 3 seconds gap on Salviev, and Steneker is actually on the move here. He has got a fast race car, now 9 seconds, almost 10 seconds back. There's going to be some lap traffic to deal with as Dana Grover goes up the track. These guys are racing pretty hard, 4th position. Dana Grover is 5 laps down. And Wang has gotten through, but Steneker on the move. Now 8.5 seconds. Does Junjin Wang have enough fuel Can Steneker run him down with 5 laps to go? 8-second gap now. Junjin Wang is on the move. But who's on the move faster? Hank Steneker. 7-second gap. Now below 7. He is really catching Junjin Wang. 61 car. Junjin Wang says, let's get this race over with now. And that lap traffic right there, Dana Grover going down to the bottom side. This is going to hurt the race leader. That's going to hurt the race leader right there. 4.5 seconds gap between P1 and P2. P2 on the move. Steneker now under 4 seconds. Here on lap 218, Junjin Wang into 61 car. Does he have enough fuel? Can he hold off the charge from Hank Steneker? Now under 3 seconds with 2 laps to go. Just don't think he's got enough time here. There is lap traffic in the way. Cross the start finish line. We'll have 1 lap to go. Down below 2 seconds. Lap traffic in the way. Will it be a factor? Junjin Wang down the backstretch into turn 3. Now a second gap. Any trouble here, and Steneker might be able to get it. Junjin Wang in a 61 car is going to get the win here at Iowa. So congratulations to the 61 car, Junjin Wang, on getting the win. What a gutsy move on fuel mileage, pitting a little bit earlier than these guys. So Junjin Wang getting the win here at Iowa. That was a fantastic finish to this race. So great job to Junjin Wang on getting the win. What a great job there for him. So Junjin Wang with the celebration here at Iowa. Free corn for Junjin Wang in the 61 car. What a gutsy move they were pitting earlier. Let's take a look at the final results here. Take a look at the final results. Junjin Wang gets the win. Hank Steneker almost ran him down. He needed a few more laps. Finishes in P2. Salviev finishes in P3. Bruno Kolev finishes 4th. Franco Alvarez, good top 5 run there for him. Aaron Rios Jones finishes 6th. Paul Brown 7th. Dana Grover finishes in the 8th position. Alexander Bashkov finishes in 9th. And Gordon Carter finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in P11 is John D'Amato, De Matteo. He ended up getting into some little bit of trouble there early on. Andres Valles finishes in the 12th position. Finishing in 13th, Gilmar Peixoto, Dana Chudic in 14th, and Ritsky Novar finishes in the 15th position. So Junjin Wang gets the win here at Iowa. Fantastic run there for him. And a big win in the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series in the first of 3 ovals. Maybe setting himself up for 2 in a row on the ovals with Indy next week. Speaking of the next week's race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's Memorial Day weekend here in the United States. And we got a 100-lap race at our second of 3 ovals. Great race here at Iowa. And Indy coming up next week right here on TurnLeftTV. All right. All right. Help me out with your name here. I think it's Junjin Wang. Is that correct?
But yeah, pretty close.
Oh, sorry, Barry, cut that off. So Iowa Speedway, man, tough track. You pitted a little bit earlier there on that last run. What was going through your mind as you saw Staniker starting to run you down and some lap traffic in the way?
Yeah, I knew we were splitting strategies, and it says I'm Team Watson, but I'm actually driving for Promex this season. And we're debating which was the better strategy, and I felt more comfortable on the longer runs with the older tires, so I just opted to split for the strategy. Hank Young was just fast today. He had the slight edge on me on like race pace, so he opted for the rabbit strategy, so to speak. But the tortoise kind of won today.
Well, I got to ask here what it was like. Say midway through the race, you were battling in a lot of traffic there. We had a few caution flags to sort of mix things up. What was that traffic like for you, as you really came on the second half of that race?
Yeah, that was tough. A lot of it was just kind of like biding my time. I knew that Promex kind of, like all 3 cars, was just developed really well for the oval today. And it was just mostly being patient, but trying to not lose too much touch. It was tough, like dealing with that traffic, but everybody seemed really respectful. So I'm pleased for that. At least around me, they were.
I have a feeling this is going to be the toughest of the 3 ovals on the circuit here. Next week, you got the most famous oval in all of the world, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Any thoughts on that track? And if you decide to race it, what do you feel about your chances of winning?
Yeah, setup and just general oval package on how you figure out the car is really important on ovals. So if, Promex came with these kinds of cars on ovals, the big one should probably bode well for us. Traditionally, I'm actually worse on the bigger ovals than I am on the smaller ones. So I guess we'll see. We'll probably see Hank Young edge a little bit more from me there. But yeah, looking forward to it for sure.
Well, congratulations. Great race there for you, and get your first win here in the Indycar Series, setting yourself up maybe for a run at the championship. And really, good job, and congratulations.
Yeah, thanks so much. And I got to say thanks to Alexei, my team boss. He kept both Hank Young and me calm all race. And thanks to you for the broadcast.
All right, thank you, man. So that's Junjin Wang coming up here in the booth with us, getting the win here at Iowa. Great race there for him. And looks like we get a little teammate action happening there. I wasn't really sure about who's teaming up with who, but good to know that now. That'll play out pretty well for us in the broadcast future endeavors. Don't forget, man, the Bushwhacker Series will be in action next Friday for a brand new season. Charlotte Motor Speedway, an 80-lap race coming up on May the 26th. Racing starts at 9 p.m., and that's about what time that broadcast is going to start. And it should be a fun one. So that's Charlotte Motor Speedway in the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series. I want to say thank you so much for sticking it out here with us today. Another little situation with the connection for some reason, but we got it figured out and made for a great race anyway. So what looked like we just had some problems in the the practice warm-up session and got that thing figured out and able to give you the full race. So, hey, man, anything goes, right? I do have a clean copy of this broadcast, so I'll upload that. But thanks for coming out here to TurnLeftTV. Thumbs up to everybody, man. Hit that thumbs up button for me. And thank you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Share my videos with all your friends. And if you want to support me, you can click on that PayPal button as well and send a donation here to TurnLeftTV. Saturday Night Thunder headed your way in just a little while. A 120-lap race from Texas Motor Speedway. Great stock car series, Cup Series, and it's race number 9 of the season. It's a 120-lapper at Texas coming up on that Saturday Night Thunder. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That's EliteHostingUSA.com, perfect for rFactor 2. Don't forget to join us over at HighOctaneRacing.net. Get a quick link to the Discord server, get updates on point standings, championships, and also a quick link to the rFactor 2 times. You want to see what people are running here throughout the week and who's practicing throughout the week? There you go. Come on out to HighOctaneRacing.net. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Congratulations to the 61 car, Zhou Wang, on getting the win here at Iowa. That's going to do it for us, and we'll see you next time. I am out of here.